What's up, sneakerheads? KD Restorations here. Today I will be showing you guys deep clean restoration. We have Air Jordan 1 Turbo Green, released in 2018. You can kind of see just color is kind of faded, bottom's definitely dirty, lace is kind of stained. So today I'll be showing you guys some tips and tricks, a lot of do's and don'ts. Maybe bust some myths for you guys. I'm gonna be working on this pair first, the left side first, just because I think this is the more dirty side. So we don't need this pair. So let's start first, taking out the laces. You guys can kind of see brown all over, a little bit of stains, but so what you can actually do is once you take these laces out, you can actually just get them cooking right away. So right here I have a mason jar filled up with water a little bit. And what I do is while I'm actually deep cleaning, I'm actually cooking the laces at the same time. So you can just drop these in. Target brands, Walmart, anywhere you find these. So a couple sprays of this. This OxiClean, this is the magic right here. A through D. You want to fill it up to A. Just pour that guy in there. And you don't have to use a mason jar. You can use, essentially any kind of cup, any kind of bowl that you want to use. I just like to use mason jars. So put your hand over, just do this. And then you'll start to see it, foaming up just a little bit. And it's super potent. So you basically just combine two OxiCleans and what's super saying clean this thing. So while the laces are cooking over here, I recommend starting with the bottoms first. Typically people start with the uppers and they just kind of do the whole thing one time. The reason I start on the bottoms first is because I don't want to scrub the whole top and then start scrubbing the bottoms, and then all that dirt just kind of saturates all the hard work that I just did for the uppers. So we're going to start on the bottom first, and what you're going to need is your go-to, a shoe tree. IKEA shoe tree, you can find them online. This is like your bread and butter. So just want to pop this guy in, and basically what you're doing is you're trying to puffen up that toe box. So you want to get all the creases out so that as you're cleaning, you get into every little area. So you want to just use that, kind of puff out the shoe. There you go. And then what I'm also going to use is two different Angelus brushes, one for the upper and one for the midsole. I have my foam, my all-purpose soap cleaner. I'm going to use this later. I'll show you guys what this is for. I'm also going to use a quarter. And even if you don't have a shoe tree, it'll help the toe box kind of open up like how you want it. If you don't have these little guys, and you'll see them in a bunch of the shoes that come in, you just take these out and you just start stuffing the toe box, and there you go. So without further ado, let's get it going. Be asking why I use two different brushes. It's just different in the stiffness. Some are potentially too rough for the suede, and some are too soft to kind of clean the suede. But I found that these two brushes work best for me. You guys, what I do first. So as you can see, there's a little bit of rocks and residues, maybe some gum. I don't know what that is. So I take this coin and just kind of slide that rock out, and dirt that's in there. So we'll do that, just my little quarter. And then you're gonna start with your easy cleaner. So I'll just put a little bit of that. I like to use this Angelus brush for the midsole and the bottoms, and I use this sponge. It's kind of like a cheat code. People like to use the brass brushes, which I don't really recommend, only because say you are scrubbing too hard and you miss a little bit, and you hit the suede or you hit the midsole, or it could potentially hurt the shoe. So that's why I like to use this little hack simple sponge. Pretty much find them anywhere. This will only clean the surface. This is the brush that will get it thoroughly clean, but this is just to clean the surface of the sole and the bottom. So flip that. So now that's all nice and sudded. So we can put this sponge away for now. And you can start using this brush. So I'll just get a little bit of soap and just start going at it. Don't be afraid. Put some elbow grease in there. A rag. Any old rag works. Nothing too crazy. Here we are. Just one quick wipe down for the bottom. Now, same thing for the midsoles. Just dip that in the sponge a little bit. It's okay if you touch the uppers with water. It's okay, because we're gonna get to them anyway. Probably wondering what these Q-tips are for. So these Q-tips, eventually after everything is done, this is just part of the detailing. So what I will do after the detailing part is just kind of get into all these grooves. All that fun stuff will come a little bit after. So right now we're gonna work on the uppers. Foam Tex, and just start going crazy. Upper bristle brush. Don't be scared to get the suede wet. To the toe box. Go. You guys are probably wondering why I haven't pulled out the insole yet. Most insoles come out fairly easy. However, this one just does not want to budge at all. So we're just gonna have to kind of scrub it while it's in there, and hopefully the washer takes care of the rest. So next step would be to throw these in the washer. But before you throw them in, if you want to do a little bit more detailing, Walmart, $10, succulent removal. Get this guy, turn it on, it's battery operated, and then all the set of sockets. I'll start getting them all out. Restoration, since we're gonna do a side-by-side, just gonna stick this guy in there. You can find one of these bags at Walmart as well, or a pillowcase will work as long as you tie it really good to the point where the shoe can't move around in the wash. Should be good to go. So here we go. All right, guys. So quick FYI: anytime we're washing shoes, load size small. Turn this to light. Up. Put your shoe in there. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, everyone. So we are back. That was a full 24-hour session for these shoes to let dry, and the laces that you guys see me put in the mason jar. I did not put these in the washer. I just let them soak overnight. Kind of dried them out this morning. Very, very big difference. Just the way that I do it with my method. You know, some people throw it in the washer. That's fine. It's all kind of what works best for you guys. So as you can kind of see, I let these shoes dry overnight. I don't recommend blow dryer, heat guns, taking some fire to it. You definitely don't want to do that. I just recommend letting it dry naturally. It has to dry naturally because it is suede leather. So this leather, if it doesn't dry naturally and you use something unnatural to try to dry it, you will get those hard spots that people fear. And a lot of people think this is one myth that I'm gonna bust. Once this suede gets wet, it's ruined. It gets hard, it gets rock solid, and it just gets ruined. Which is not true, because I'm going to show you guys how to suede reset right now. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to reset the suede now. And you don't need to go to the store and buy crazy $100 equipment. Literally, this is all I'm going to be using right here. So just some simple tweezers and a flathead screwdriver here. And essentially, you just want to kind of scratch it just a little bit, but don't use anything sharp to where you can pierce it. You just kind of want to go right along the surface. Something about like so. After you go around the whole shoe, we're gonna hit it with Mink Oil. Now what you want to do is take your premium suede brush and just start going clockwise and counterclockwise all around the suede that you just reset. You just kind of want to freshen it up a little bit. Bring life into this suede. All right, guys. So now that we have officially brushed all the suede on this shoe, the next phase will be Mink Oil. And for those of you that don't know what this is, you can also purchase this from Angelus. This will be your best friend when it comes to leather and suede. I recommend going outside, don't spray it inside because the smell is horrible. And I'll show you guys in a sec. All right, everyone, we are back from the Mink Oil spray. Just look at the transition from what it was to what it is now. Look at that beautiful buttery suede back. I left the oxidation on the bottom of the shoe. I like that natural aged look. Some of you may ice it if you have your own ice box. I'll probably be able to do a tutorial for that later on in the future. Show you guys how to ice shoes properly, stay away from the sun. We can get into that a little bit later. Before I end the video, I want to show you guys just a quick deodorizer. I think I got this from, I don't know where I got this from, but it's cheap, it smells good. Pop this in the shoe, one pump, boom. Don't stick your nose over that and smell that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed the content, please subscribe for more content just like this in the future. Thank you, everyone. KD Restorations signing out.